Hi, guys. Good morning, Laura. Welcome back to our third episode of our new series, Coffee Talks. I hope you have your coffee ready. I've got
I
some
do.
tea this morning. So
Good morning,
today,
Riley.
good morning. Today, we're going to be talking about websites. So, obviously, it's a really good platform and tool to sell your product. Pretty much every business should have a website, and we actually do websites at ClutchMade. So, Laura, did you want to talk a little bit about their service? Because I feel like it's one that people may not necessarily know that we do. So, do you want to talk through kind of,
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah?
So Clutch Made is like a one-stop shop, right? Our specialty is developing accessories and making accessories in the USA. We're right in the garment district, right? And our factory is right there with us. So we offer all services. And what we found is when clients were going from the development phase from one part of it to the next, they needed another service. And since we have the talent within of the company, right? I figured at one point that we could offer it. And, our clients really love it. They love going from one service to the next, but they love that we do websites. And I think they're quite surprised because number one, it is hard to find someone to build your website for you. Number two, it's really hard to figure out what platform to work on. Right. And number three, you really have to be able to work with somebody to communicate, to express the aesthetic of what you're looking for.
Right. And I think
Right.
that's one of the probably hard things for people who are designing accessories. They may be really good at the design and know what they want and the outcome for their product, but they don't necessarily know much about their brand or kind of how to get started with social media and with websites. So I think that it's really good to have the same team working on both simultaneously because they know their product and they understand, your brand and the world that it exists in. So then it's really easy for us to go off and start branding your website and working with you on that.
No, exactly. And that's what we find because, first of all, I think Clutch Made has a really amazing aesthetic. I mean, we have a great team who has a high aesthetic, mixing in with fashion and design on a higher level. So we're not like a normal factory or even a normal design team because we marry both of those things together. So I think the biggest thing when you're working with anyone is communication. And that's the number one thing for us of what we understand. So we really know how to interpret what the client is looking for every step of the way.
Exactly. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what exactly we offer? Because we have a couple of different kind of models, I guess, for websites. Like, what do we do when we create a website?
So I think our biggest thing is that we talk to the client and we kind of give them like an overall outline to fill out, right? And we say, this is what we can do for you. What would you like to see? And usually when our clients are starting out, all they need is something really basic, right? There's really just like your landing page, your product page, your about us. So we know exactly what pages. There's so many other forms of social media now that plug into the website that really when you're getting started, it's really number one to have a presence on the internet. So people know you actually exist and you're legitimate. And number two, to showcase your product. And number three, to make it another place to purchase,
Yeah.
right? So we offer photography as well. So we can actually shoot products and shoot images to put into the website. Okay, so that's huge. Not everyone can offer you that when you're doing your website. And because of our aesthetic, like I talked about, we're able to produce really nice images. And then on top of that, we have a great design team, especially with graphic design, product design as well, but graphic design, laying everything out. It just looks lovely. And we know the essence of your brand already because usually we work with our clients since the design consultation. So we understand their demographic, what their brand is about, and the aesthetic they're going for.
Yeah. I think that's one of the most important things as well, that you can kind of work with someone on the whole process from product development to photography to social media and website. And they can do, your SEO words and your copy and everything like that, because it's really hard to be one communicating properly and ensure that there's both streams of communication going really well, but then to have to work with a website designer, a product developer, a manufacturer, and a social media project manager all separately can be really difficult for clients. So it's nice to go to one place, and they know that they understand your brand and your product, and they're really there to help you through each step of the process, which is what I think that Clutchmade does really well. So if someone is interested in kind of setting up their website, or maybe it's a client with us already and they didn't know that we do websites and now they're interested, how can they get started?
Well, that's an interesting. Even if you haven't, developed your product with us, you can still come to us for a website. We have done that before. People can just get in touch with us through clutchmade.com, and they can go to our contact us page and just fill out for a free phone call so they can have a little discussion with us about where they are and what they need. We're pretty quick at putting some assessment together, getting a quote and an estimate together, looking at like what they have going on now, and then guiding them in that direction. We're quick, we deliver on time. When it comes to websites, we get you up, we know exactly what to connect. So there's not a lot of time lost for us in the process. We're really good about it. So just reach out to us on the website, really, at Contact Us, and that's the way to do it.
Amazing. So hopefully we have some amazing new websites coming out soon. Thank you guys for tuning in to our third episode of Coffee Talks. And Laura, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome, Riley. You have a good day too.